Catch us if you can, everybody. It's Deep Dive Zone, a Sonic review series for fans of all shapes and sizes. I'm your host, Evan, joined as always by my co-hosts Lauren, Bruce, and Kayla. And today, we are covering the other side of Sonic Riders Zero Gravity. And, well, this is probably going to be a very short episode, I'm going to be honest.
Well, we don't really have to talk about gameplay, so it's basically just going to be aesthetics and story.
And even then, the aesthetics are kind of ripped off from the first half of the game.
I'm sure, yeah.
They're just like
and I didn't get to see the
versions.
entire story for emulator problems, so.
Great.
Yippee.
Yeah, I really was surprised that those kept happening after we completely replaced your emulator with a different one.
I don't know. At this point, I either blame Windows or fuck this game.
Well, I don't think you should do that second one. It might hurt. But
There's a whole
what's important
no,
is we're doing
no.
we're doing the Babylon story today. What do we even start with? Right, the cutscene at the ruins place. We
start
see
with where it starts.
we see that the Ark of the Cosmos that was supposed to be in Gigan Rocks is not there because it's the one the rogues took. So that's why Knuckles was like, "Why is it not here?" It's because of that.
Right.
Yeah, they were there first.
It's like very drawn out and suspenseful as Jet just like types on a keyboard.
Yeah, ancient keyboard keys.
Yeah.
To defuse a trap, right?
Yes, it was a trap.
Yes.
Yeah, Jet turns around. It's just like, that takes care. I'm not going to bother with the Jet voice. There's no fucking way. But yeah, he's just like, that takes care of that trap. And Storm says like the weirdest line in response. It's just a simple yep. And then more suspense as Jet goes to grab the Ark of the Cosmos.
There
seems to be a continuity problem here because the pedestal like lowers into the ground after this, but then is raised again later, apparently.
Oh.
Yeah. When I was going to say, Knuckles kept saying, everybody who comes here dies. And I was like, maybe this is why they didn't have the Babylonian email password.
Right.
The Babylonian email password. You know,
They didn't type in one key at a time.
Yeah.
They didn't do the boomer type method.
Oh, they didn't, was it hunt and picking or something?
Yes, that's what it is, yes. I hate that's how Jet types.
I mean,
learned typing that is home keys or whatever is hard.
To be fair, I don't type with the home keys. I type I type kind of like the way Jet does.
Yeah, it's funny. You're like, oh, it's boomer typing. It's just people who didn't learn to touch type traditionally. That's how I started, and then eventually I just memorized the locations because I did it enough.
Basically same, yeah.
I was in like the gulag in middle school having to learn how to type with the home keys.
Same. I immediately forgot all of it once I didn't have to do it anymore.
Yeah, it stuck with me.
Anyway, so this is what triggered the initial meteor shower that we saw in the intro. I don't know why that happens. Like, how does that make sense?
I don't know.
I guess that one was holding all the others in place?
Maybe, so the Babylon story feels like it's supposed to explain a lot of the writing issues with the hero story. I feel like it doesn't do that all that well.
It does not.
Definitely not.
I think I lost the plot at some point because by the end I was like questioning a lot of stuff.
So that's something neat. Also, I ended up playing the story also out of order because I played with a 100% complete save file. So this was actually the last stage I played before the final boss.
Oh my god.
Cool.
Well, yeah, the way the map is laid out is confusing. If you're using the level select. I don't blame you.
I saw that extra level off before what would have been the first level. I'm like, oh, that's the last level.
It's because they're all in like normal order except that one. Like they don't even get very creative with it.
Give it to me in a damn list. Screw the map.
Yeah, it's not like we're mapping out the geography of
Yeah.
So the meteor shower happens, and Wave prays to make a wish on the stars. Because apparently that's a Babylon tradition, and Storm's like, oh, that's stupid, but Jet is also doing it. The Babylon Rose are weird because like they all talk about their alien genie ancestry in sort of similar ways most of the time. How do these people know each other? They're not related.
They also all kind of seem to hate each other.
Of course.
Yeah, they're not like friends, really.
Yeah.
They're just drawn together because they're all descendants of Babylonians.
I thought it was just because they're all terrible.
I mean, that too, yeah. They're all terrible people.
Assholes tend to attract each other, so...
Yeah.
It's also funny because Jet's wish is just, I wish I could beat Sonic because I'm a fucking loser.
True.
Yeah. Just all dunking on Jet.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
But
Turned him into a
the
basketball.
meteor impacts,
Good.
they're raucous enough that they actually do activate the trap from before, and the trap is just big rocks that fall on you.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, that probably couldn't have killed everybody who came here. There's only so many big rocks that fall on you that, yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
But
no, because the keepers, the people who live here, because you said there were like villages nearby, you can see, they put the rocks back after intruders get killed.
Oh yeah, you know what? Yeah.
Awesome. All right, but Jet's Arc of the Cosmos obviously does the gravity thing, so they go rocketing off into the first stage. And
okay,
yes,
you say obviously, but hang on, it's the arcs of the cosmos that do the anti-gravity? How can everyone do that then? Not everyone has that.
That's what I'm wondering.
Gameplay.
So
Gameplay?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't think about that?
I mean, do you really think they thought that far ahead for a racing game plot?
Wait.
It's such a basic thing to screw up, though.
Actually,
Like, it
admittedly, this
wouldn't be
game
hard.
takes itself very seriously, so I wouldn't be
Wouldn't be
surprised
hard
if
to
they
just
would have.
fix that with a little bit of actually explaining, but no.
I mean, Jet does it here, and it moves all three of them, even though he's the only one holding one. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
Well, because they're in close proximity.
Anyway, so they go rocketing off into the first stage, and like the first game, all the Babylon stages share themes and a lot of level architecture and music with the hero side. Although Gigan device here is very it's laid out completely differently to Gigan Rocks.
Yeah.
It's fine. I like the giant sort of Mesoamerican looking statues.
Yeah, I mean everything looks cool.
Yeah, this isn't actually a race. It's the first time that they did just a timed mission.
That's true.
They do that a few times in the story. Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a whole lot of thoughts. I wasn't able to ever trigger. Is it possible to trigger the on-foot thingamajiggy? Because I suddenly triggered it a bunch in the Babylon story, but I didn't trigger it at all during the hero story.
I don't remember why you would run on foot. Is it when you run out of gear points?
No, but a few times for reasons I can't explain, the characters just went on foot and they had like weapons they would use to attack.
Okay,
Oh, you got an item.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that gets from items, and that's how you use the triple wide springs, like we were talking about last time.
Oh, that's right. You have to physically be on the ground. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's dumb. Anyway, so that's that stage. That's literally all we can say, because all the level design in this game feels exactly the same, and we've already done races, and it's not even a race. So, cut back to the airship, the Babylon Rogues airship, which looks identical to the first game. It's not like the character models got updated for this game, but this airship did not.
That's interesting. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah,
we see it
I don't care.
Twice.
It's not a real problem. It's just
we see it like twice in the entire game. So
yeah.
Anyway, so Wave is studying the thingy and confirms that these are engine units for Babylon Garden. They're like, I guess they just go in the engine, and because they're anti-gravity, that makes it float.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yes, so there are 5 total, including the master unit, which is the one Eggman had, I guess. So maybe that's the reason that the robots act different. I still don't know what the fuck's going on there, but who cares? Storm calls back to the first game, doing his joke of bursting into the room screaming.
Oh yeah, I love that. That's a great bit of continuity there.
Yeah. But he does have news, which is that he has news footage, that is to say, of the robot robbery. So now we have rogues chasing robots chasing heroes.
Naturally,
yeah.
Which leads into, we're chasing after Sonic, which needs to go to the city, so we get Nightside Rush, which is Megalo Station, but stormy, and fitting because you play as Storm. Little wordplay there.
Definitely 100% intentional.
Anyway, it's the city level, but slightly different. You beat the robots.
Yeah.
Yep, that's that stage. So, next cutscene. This is the cutscenes episode, I guess.
There is a bit of gameplay we definitely get to talk about at the end, but not for now.
Oh, yeah. So, the scene here with Jet, shows him, he smacks the lead robot directly into the botanical dome. So, I think that's how Amy got her ring when she got that one, but I'm not...
Yeah, we see that. Oh, well, I guess you don't actually see that for sure. I just assumed that was true, though.
Yeah, but so that partially explains the Amy thing since it was just a coincidence before, but it doesn't explain why she's just here in Botanical Garden or whatever it's called.
Also, it's funny. It's funny because Jet is chasing after the robot, and he's like, "Wow!" and whacks it. And he's like, "Ah, it got away!" Like, okay, yeah, because you hit it down there. Like, you maybe don't just blast it into the ground.
That is very in character, though, to beat the crap out of the thing that you're trying to steal from.
But yeah, then Jet goes down and sees Amy has the arc, and then it's so stupid. Jet is like, "Oh, I'm gonna grab it right now," and then Wave is like, "No, because they already saw this is the bit where we jumped Amy. Let's gather information instead, so we don't break continuity." Like, gather information? What does that mean?
Well, I mean, I thought the implication was, like, they have that Arc of the Cosmos. We don't know where the others are, so we at least know where that one is so we can get it later. That was what I thought Wave was saying.
They know where it is until Amy walks away. Like, she's not going to sit there.
I mean, I assume they figure that finding them is easier than finding the arcs on their own.
Okay, whatever, I guess.
It's not it's not great rationale. It's literally just like, oh, you see her there, but yeah, let's go do something else.
Yeah, exactly. That's how it felt.
That's okay. It leads to okay. I say it's okay. It leads to Snowy Kingdom, which is I think still in the same area, but it is the most radically different track from the original. I guess the geodomes have a lot of different seasons.
That makes sense for those kind of domes.
Whatever they are. Who runs these things?
Eggman. If you don't know who's running it, just say it's Eggman.
That is always a fair assumption, yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. But I say unfortunate because I don't like this level. I actually don't like the design. You actually can't have levels with annoying design in this game, it turns out.
I really remember most of this story, and I only played it yesterday.
I don't think I got... You know what? I did get a little confused. But I think that was just because, like, I would do wacky stuff. Like, I would miss a turn and, like, go off the track completely. Or, like, I think at some point I got Wave almost stuck between, like, a wall and a snowball.
Okay.
Kind of, like, bounced between them for a hot second, but then was fine. I was like, oh.
Okay, I'm not the only one getting stuck in weird ways in this stage. Yeah, because at one point I, like, flew up a wall and then, like, went on a weird snow pile or something. It looked like it was not supposed to be a place you're in, and I like got stuck for a second, and then eventually I found my way back down, but it was strange.
It's just unintuitive in terms of shape language, I guess, because most levels in this game, for whatever problems we have with them, you usually know which way is forward.
Yeah.
This one I had to look at the mini map a lot.
Damn.
The one thing I do like about this map is that it has the like kind of built-in ramps, so it's easier to use the fly gear. Because like in Tails' version of Botanical Garden, I could not get that ramp to work to use the fly gear to go through the rings, but with Wave it's just like, just go up the side ramps, and if you do it just right, then you can go through the rings. I'm probably not making any sense.
No, I know what you mean. Because when you ramp off something into a dash ring, then that...
Yeah, so that was definitely a lot easier than it was as Tails.
Yeah, so I still scraped 3rd place in this level, but apparently that's good enough. So, anywho, now we get back to the Meteor Tech Factory level. So they didn't really get ahead of the heroes at all. They just fucked around for a few minutes and then met them at the exact same place they were already going.
Yep.
So whatever they were trying to set up there didn't work. But we get a cutscene we've already seen with the heroes here and the rogues here. We get a little bit of an extension because everybody else goes off to race through the factory level and get Eggman like normal. But Storm tries to get Amy's thing directly. So he's the one actually being proactive here and not fucking around with rivalries.
That's true. That's interesting.
Yeah, I honestly, I feel like of the gang, Wave is probably most definitely the most effective, but she isn't super driven a lot of the time.
Yeah, well, she does beef with an 8-year-old, so.
Okay, who doesn't beef with 8-year-olds?
But I feel like Storm might possibly be the most effective, like when they're really trying.
Yeah, he's like, he's like untapped potential, where like he could potentially do a lot of great things, but because he's stuck with Storm and Wave calling him stupid all the time, he can't be.
Yes, that's what I believe.
Yeah.
I actually love that. I love the idea that the rogues all bring out the worst in each other, and that's why they can't succeed.
Oh my god.
It honestly makes sense when you see the way they act around each other.
Yeah.
Anyway, Amy hits him with the hammer because, of course, you're gonna make me lose track of Sonic. Oh, right, this is a game in the 2000s, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, here's something funny. Meteor Tech Sparkworks here, actually has you play as Amy, not as Storm.
That's illegal. That's not allowed. It's not the hero story. You can't do that.
That was,
she got recruited.
She got recruited.
Oh, that's the only explanation.
You know what? Sure.
Yeah, she's the new member of the Babylon Rogues.
She's gonna be the most competent member.
Oof.
Well,
easily.
This Amy, I don't know actually.
Well, anyway, it's funny actually, because this immediately clued me into why Riders 1 gave Amy a unique outfit and how weird it is that this game doesn't. Because with the Riders proportions, her legs are really long and spindly looking riding a board in this game. So I don't know why they put her in her regular dress. It looks like Sora in Kingdom Hearts 2, where he's still wearing the boy shorts from the first game and they don't fit him anymore. Put on some pants. Anyway, this level is basically the same as the hero one, but the lights are turned off and you like release an electric shockwave off of trick ramps for some reason.
I don't know. I thought it was a cool effect.
It's a cool effect,
dislike
but
it.
like,
it's just I don't understand it. Like, why did you do
it's just
that?
like kind of random.
Is there exposed wiring in the factory?
Oh, OSHA's gonna have a field day.
I mean, it's an Eggman factory, so probably.
Yeah, it's like, what do you expect?
He's even less up to code than fucking Black Mesa. Anyway, that's that stage. I feel like I'm saying that a lot tonight.
There's not really a whole lot to talk about.
There isn't.
Yeah. Well, that's
it's
okay.
Unfortunate.
It's not unfortunate because it means
it
we
really
get done
isn't.
faster with this game that I guess nobody else but me really likes, and also I don't even like it that much.
Exactly.
I think it's okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
So, evidently, Amy did lose track of Sonic because Storm chases her all the way to the water area.
Okay, but like, why are they on foot in this cutscene? That's not right. Did they lose their boards somehow?
The boards don't have
no
fuel in this, so they can't run out. Amy forgoes the hammer here and knocks Storm out by throwing the arc directly at his head.
Okay, this is really stupid because Amy's like, "Oh, you want it? Okay, take it." Like, why didn't you just give it to them if you actually don't care? Like earlier, could have saved yourself a lot of trouble.
I think she just got fed up with getting chased at that point.
That's fair.
Yeah, it probably wasn't thinking that hard about it, but
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, Amy probably is just like, "Oh, Sonic, gotta find Sonic," and then they're like, "Hey, give me that thing." She's like, "That has nothing to do with Sonic. I'm just gonna run."
Can you help save my baby from this burning building? That has nothing to do with Sonic. Get ready to die.
Yep.
True to form, though, fair enough, throwing a rock at somebody's head, but it's funny because she throws the arc directly in his face and then blames him for not Sonic being here and says, "Hey, you find the way out." And then Storm is just like, "Oh, okay," and he just does it because he can't think for himself.
Whipped.
Whipped. Damn.
Well, I mean, they have the thing now, so like, yeah, they can leave now.
Yeah. The robot, the lead one, shows up, but he's pretty broken down at this point. And he explodes in front of them, and also still has an arc inside it. So either this isn't the one Amy got hers from with Jet before, or it had two.
I assumed it was supposed to be the same one, but as soon as the cutscene finished, I was like, that explained nothing.
Yeah.
Very common occurrence in this game.
Also, Storm... This is the part where Amy gets her information to deliver to Sonic, where Storm says, "It's like the one from Gigan Rocks," and then he runs off. But they're all like the one from Gigan Rocks. You already have two.
True.
But whatever. Who cares? Sonic Rivals moment number 2. We're just time attacking this stage. Tempest Waterway. Not racing anyone.
Okay, wait a second. I had to think about that for a minute. I think that the one that Amy had was actually not from Gigan Rocks, and that it was the robot that was the original robot that stole it. So the one Storm got a closer look at the one that Amy had stolen and was like, "Oh, it looks just like the other one that got taken from us." So that line actually does make sense.
Oh yeah, because the robot took it. They didn't just have it naturally?
No, they didn't have any. Because they had the one at Gigan Rocks was the first one they took, so Amy must have gotten a different one somehow.
Oh, but yeah. Okay, so they didn't have. Okay, so his line makes sense. Amy having another one just naturally doesn't make sense. Anyway.
Yeah, that they still haven't explained that. Yeah.
Okay, whatever. Well, I assume she just picked it up off the fucking. But anyway,
Yep.
Tempest Waterway. It is like the other water stage, but at night.
Yep, basically, it's just like turn off the lights. There's a lot of these stage variants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now that being said, I do think that as much as we're not covering the stage variants because they're not interesting in the ways that they're different, they are actually more different than Rivals 1 or Riders 1. I can't. This is the second time I've made that screw up. Anyway, in Riders 1, you could tell where they were just reusing the same geometry in both versions. Here, I don't know if that's true or if it is they hide it better. Honestly, I think that they would have done better if they also had different music for each one. But so Storm gets away and gets back to the airship where he does the thing again with the bursting through the door.
Yeah.
That's I honestly this game is honestly making me realize Storm might be the best member of the Rogues.
Honestly, kind of, yeah. I didn't think about that until you just now said that.
Which I never thought before across my entire childhood, just because he looks the weirdest. But yes, so the Rogues now have 3 arcs, right? Yes, I think.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and yeah, so we get a little bit more of Babylonian lore where they talk about how they had to dismantle the engines to Babylon Garden because the lightless black would devour everything if they didn't, as opposed to all that black that's really filled with light.
Yeah, you know,
exactly,
like all of it is.
Well, no, I mean it's a reference to the fact that light cannot escape it, basically.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, that's foreshadowing. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Eggman's here. He steals 2 of their arcs because he's Eggman. And wow, that is his goddamn SA1 Eggmobile. That is the same model from the Dreamcast game. They're still using that.
Yes.
I noticed that, yeah.
Damn,
Also,
I didn't even notice that. Wow.
How did he get into the room with all 3 of them standing right there?
That's what I want to know.
The
Eggman since when?
He pretended he was a part of Soap and gave them the slip.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, that's gotta be it.
That's gotta be it.
The only good thing to come out of
kids ever wrote.
Yeah.
Yes, 100%.
It's funny though because I got confused when I first saw Eggman like leering at the window because they don't actually show that he's in an Eggmobile, so it's just like hanging on the outside of the shed.
That's what I was kind of hoping.
I thought he was like inside, like in a hallway for the ship. Like no.
And
he's just hanging out outside of a door.
Yeah.
The door that leads
right
to the open air.
Which is weird because assumedly he came in through there, and again they didn't notice. Very strange.
You know, the Babylon lore it's very captivating to them.
I guess.
Because they're stupid, not like us who were bored by it. No, sorry. I don't know why I felt
I mean, the really interesting bit about how it might have something to do with the soul dimension was probably on accident, so that's the only thing I'm interested in.
I don't know what the hell the deal with that is. It's such a weird thing. Anyway, so Eggman steals the thing, so they chase after him, and the story is identical for the next cutscene with Sonic and your friends showing up, Crimson Tower. So, security corridor. It is very similar to Crimson Crater. That's all I have to say.
I don't even think I have that much to say about it.
I don't like the bits where you fall down and then get boosted back up. It makes it feel like I'm doing something wrong, but you're actually not.
Yeah, I got that. Honestly, gameplay-wise, you know, both Riders 1 and this have mission modes where you do specific objectives. That honestly might be the most you can get out of this gameplay without doing multiplayer, because it's autopilot for campaign. So, all of the stuff from Hero Playthrough happens. So, you know, we win the race, except Sonic wins the race, except who cares who wins. Then we confront Eggman, beat him up a little or whatever happens, I don't know. Sonic smacks somebody with a 2x4, right? That's what happens in that cutscene.
Yeah, exactly.
I started zoning out on the story at this point.
Well, something interesting happens here, because... You know, Sonic gives the last arc up to Jet, so the Rogues now have all 5, because what does Sonic care about it, honestly? He's just here along for the ride, make sure Eggman is not acting up. And so they're like, all right, well, let's get these together. We're heading for Babylon Garden. And Tails is like, wait, why did they disassemble their ship and seal it away? Oh yeah, what was that lifeless black that devoured everything? And then the robot shows up, still fucking working somehow. Even Eggman does not know how it is not absolutely unable to work. But it steals all of the arcs and takes them to Babylon Garden.
That is so stupid. Like, this is the formula that happens since Sonic Adventure. Like, everything gets solved, and then at the last second in the final story, suddenly something happens to raise the stakes again. But this is so lazy. Like, do better. Like, oh yeah, the robot just shows up and steals them all. Okay, great.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why you couldn't have had the rogues just go there and do this and inadvertently trigger the problem themselves.
Yeah, just don't have Tails realize it until it's too late.
I guess they would die possibly if they did that, so that might be why.
I mean, I don't think anybody would be upset about that.
Fair.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
but yeah, this
Sega's
is about the point.
Would.
This is about the point where I was getting confused because I was like, I paused for a second and was like, why did the rogues want the Ark of the Cosmos again?
You have to
sort of explain that later.
You're gonna have to make a chart connecting everything.
Yeah.
This game doesn't deserve a chart like that.
Anyway, hey, the arcs manipulate gravity. You know what has a lot of gravity?
A black fucking hole.
Yeah, so they broke their ship apart.
I don't think, technically speaking, that black holes have more gravity. I think it's a different effect. Actually.
Anyway, so they broke their ship apart because either it was or became a black hole generator.
Yep.
Yeah.
Babylon Garden goes nuts. It starts going wacko and black hole happening. It's a good thing that Eggman's facility is out here in the middle of a wasteland, or else it would be causing mass civilian death right now.
Yeah, once again, Sega has to come up for a reason why no one died.
I mean,
is it bad? I like mentally was like, the black hole went sicko mode.
It's fine.
What my brain goes to, I'm like, why?
Video games are fake.
I mean, that's true.
As far as we know.
Factually, we did not play a video game for this because they don't exist.
Exactly.
No, this isn't a video game. I've played video games before. This doesn't count.
This is a video about what would it be like if a video game did exist.
Okay.
It's a grim fantasy. Anyway, Wave says the only way to stop the black hole... Why is Wave saying this? She doesn't know shit. Anyway, she says that the only way to stop the black hole is to destroy the engine core from the inside. So we're going into a black hole.
Let's go. Let's go kill ourselves.
Sonic will later on outrun a black hole.
He doesn't actually outrun it. Fuck you.
No, fuck you.
That's a discussion for when we play Sonic Colors.
Weird time for a preview, but okay. I mean, this doesn't feel very black holy anyway because they don't immediately die, which is what would happen if you.
Yeah, there's no spaghettification.
But we do get our final boss here, which is the engine core fused with the robot. It is called Master Core Abyss, ABIS. That's not how you spell Abyss.
It is
close enough.
And also, it's the lead robot stuck onto a big, angry purple sphere.
It's really random, actually. They just needed a final boss.
Basically, I don't know why this racing game needed a boss.
No, you don't get it. Angry purple sphere. It's the end. The secret.
Oh my god,
no.
Jesus! Every purple moon we see is the end.
Yep.
It's like poetry. They rhyme.
May have gone too far in a few places.
I think I went a bit far in a few places. No, Natalie, we don't need another take. You did fine in that one. It was very emotional. All right. Enough Star Wars prequel jokes. Anyway, so, hey, we have a cool, rare instance of Sonic Team using the word Mobius, because it's the Mobius strip racetrack.
Oh, yeah. Surprised Penders didn't sue.
He doesn't... Anyway.
I know he doesn't!
Don't give him ideas. Don't give him ideas.
So, the final boss here is kind of the same as the first game, because you just go around and you go fast enough to ram him a few times.
Yeah.
The first game had literally no lose condition, though, whereas this does have a 5-minute timer.
Yeah, this was a pain in the ass.
It was?
For me, at least. I also just wanted this game to be done, so I wasn't giving it 100%.
Fair enough.
Yeah. I mean, it's.
I'm sure if you're actually trying, it's not that hard.
You're basically just getting is it gear points or gravity points? Whatever.
Gravity.
You get a lot of those, and then you use the gravity dive on the straightaways, and then you hit them. Yeah, I don't know. The key word for this game has been like as long as it looks cool, and it does look kind of cool,
guess.
but
it looks neat.
There's no substance. Like whatever. Forward. So that's the final boss. There's really nothing to it. It's like there's no progression to it. You know, it doesn't get more dangerous. I don't think.
Not really. I think
not particularly.
The only thing I had a hard time with, I somehow fell behind and Knuckles got ahead of me. And if you let the other NPCs hit the robot before you do, that can...
It doesn't count. It doesn't seem to count.
It does not count.
So actually, with this story specifically, Devin, I call bullshit on there being no rubber banding. There was clearly rubber banding in this game.
I don't know if I said there was no rubber banding.
You said there's minimal rubber banding.
Well, it is pretty weak for most races. I don't know.
This race specifically, I noticed anytime I was barely knocked out of first place, I would suddenly be in like the middle of the pack, and I would never be able to get back to the front.
All right. Well,
so that's
sorry.
Probably part of the reason why. Oh, I'm not blaming you. I'm annoyed at the game, or maybe Sonic Team. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I'm annoyed by the fact that they turned Sonic only being the only relevant member of the plot into a gameplay mechanic. So
yeah. Yeah, I do wish the NPCs actually hitting the thing would have made this go faster.
Anyway, ending time. The core is destroyed and Babylon Garden floats down. It was up above the atmosphere before, now it's just kind of hanging up there.
That's fine.
Jet says it's too bad he didn't get to go to space, but this planet's pretty cool anyway. So that was their motivation? They wanted to go, I guess, to the Babylon homeworld, maybe?
Yeah,
I forgot they're aliens, to be honest.
Because they might as well not be.
Yeah, I know. Them being aliens makes no sense.
I mean, it doesn't not make sense necessarily. It's just random.
It's just random, exactly. Yeah.
I don't know. Well, it's just because I don't know what the nature of being a Babylonian is, because they just seem like regular Sonic characters.
Exactly.
I tell you what I do. I tie all the racing games together. I would say that Planet Donpa from TSR is the Babylon homeworld, and that like the Tanuki like colonized it, and that's why the Babylonians left.
Oh my god.
That also gives Blaze a valid reason to be like prejudiced against them in Team Sonic Racing.
But
anyway,
okay.
None of that matters.
Yeah, at least
they're like, this planet's pretty okay anyway, but it's literally where you've lived your whole life, so shut the fuck up. That this was an ancient civilization that you happen to have some heritage with. You're not an alien.
Oh yeah, wait, that's a good point.
So everybody goes home. Next time we see the heroes, Sonic and friends, they're riding in Tails' hover car again, and Tails like recaps the plot.
You really needed to do that.
And yes, that's one of the things we hear that Babylonian tradition of preying on shooting stars was apparently them wishing they get to see their home planet again one day. And now their only remaining descendants, as far as we know, are 3 schoolyard bullies.
Okay, I think I was actually wrong, and that yes, it is actually gravity that does cause how black holes behave. I had to take a minute to look that up because I was just too bored of this game. Way more interesting than talking about this game.
I was considering doing that also.
All right. I fucked over my notes because I wrote, this also makes Sonic Racing Crossworlds a huge missed story opportunity, because that does take place on another planet and the rogues are in that game. There's no attempt at telling a story there.
Damn.
Yeah, Crossworlds is just pure racing.
Yeah, it does not have a campaign.
No.
It's still a good game, but yeah.
Racing games don't need a campaign, let's be honest.
I think it can make things interesting, because, I mean, this episode would be even shorter than this if we didn't.
Even better.
Okay.
Means I would have had to play less of this game.
Anyway, the rogues challenge Sonic to a race again, and then the game ends. So, yes. I think we've said all we need to about this game, honestly.
Probably.
You know, there was more story here that was almost intriguing, but not really. There is so much less freedom in a gameplay sense than the first game, even if it is more polished.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's a racing game. Like, you're going fast, you're just going from stage to stage, and there's no other... I mean, I don't know that would have wanted this, but, like, if some of those missions, like they actually threw in some missions. Well, I guess if the gameplay wasn't increased, maybe that would have been better. If they had missions like in place of races or something. But yeah, you're just going from place to place, so it's weird to try to put this grand story on it. It just doesn't work. It doesn't make much sense.
Yeah. Well, they did all right with the presentation, at least. You know, good environments, good soundtrack, good cutscene.
Sure, yeah.
I'll say this version in the credits of Catch Me If You Can runs fucking circles around the first game. And I love the main theme of this game as well. Ungravidify, that's not a word, but it's a great song.
I do like when developers make up words, so that's appreciated.
Like Revengeance.
Damn it, I was gonna say Revengeance.
Yeah. So yeah, frankly, you know, it's like the first game, like Bruce viewed it more favorably after playing this game, or maybe after the multiplayer, I suppose.
After multiplayer more so, but definitely also after this game, I don't ever want to play the first game again unless I'm playing multiplayer and or that modded version we played for multiplayer. But I can definitely appreciate the first game more now.
Yeah. Well, it's just interesting because you have that game and then you have this game, which isn't liked as much by the community either. And then Freeriders killed this series stone dead. So it's kind of a shock that we did get hoverboards again after 15 years.
I mean, you know what? This game was the first game I actually did a little bit of looking into how the community looks at it. Mostly out of not on purpose, just I happened to find it because I was trying to figure out something else. And at least on Reddit, this game seems pretty well loved.
Interesting.
Well, people just clump both this game and the first game together, I think, is the thing.
Yeah, admittedly, I'm pretty sure I'm also in the minority disliking the first game.
It really depends. I think it's more that the community that it does have is very dedicated.
Sure, I guess.
And true to form, you know, they did love it enough to make a mod for this game, because I don't play the vanilla version of this game, and we won't be when we get to multiplayer. But
Thank
there
God.
is also regravidified, which is an even more annoying fake word. But it's a mod that adds back all the missing stuff from this game, including normal drifting.
Oh, thank God.
Wow.
So there is a better version of this game out there. So if you're interested in this game, play that. Don't play vanilla.
Yeah.
And well, I'm not going to end on an abrupt note like the first video. It was kind of bad because I did that and then everybody else said bye and I felt bad for cutting them off.
I mean, it
No,
went
that was
along with the
funny.
joke. It went along with the joke. I can't complain.
Yeah.
All right. Well, anyway, next time on Deep Dive Zone, you know, we've taken a break for a couple episodes, but it turns out that we actually aren't done with Sonic Unleashed. We need to do an extra video because there's a whole other version of the game that we have yet to cover.
We have to play the best version of it.
I'm sure that lots
That's right,
of you have
yeah.
been waiting for us to cover the other version of Sonic Unleashed. So we will be looking at that next time, along with the animated shorts and stuff. So I hope you all are excited for that. But with all that said, that is where we're cutting off for tonight. So thank you all so much for watching. Thank you to my lovely co-hosts for being here. If you like this episode, please feel free to share, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any questions, comments, criticisms, suggestions, or feedback, you can reach us at any of the links in the link tree in the description. I hope you all have a great rest of your week. We'll see you next week for another exciting episode. I hope you all have a great rest of your night, and take care. I don't know why I'm saying this so, like, smooth and sultry. Anyway, bye.